Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emily Ann, and this is my first video. So today's video is going to be 50 ideas for teen Christmas list. So I have a list right here with different categories, and I'm going to be showing you guys or telling you guys all of the things that I have written down today. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So I'm being super quiet because I am at my grandma's house, and I'm in my aunt's old room. My aunt moved out, so now this is kind of like my room, but I'm being quiet because their room is literally like across the hall, so that's why I have an AirPod in for extra support. So getting straight into it, we're gonna start with electronics. So the first thing I have is an Apple Watch. This is one of my ideas for this year because I had one, but it doesn't charge anymore, so I want a new one. The next one I have is a laptop. I would recommend a MacBook Air or something like that. Next we have an Alexa. I have one of these at my house, and it's not mine personally, it's like a family Alexa, but they do a lot of things and it's really good to have. The next thing I recommend is a printer. Explaining this a little bit more for teens. A lot of teens like to decorate their room and things like that. You could print off pictures for your room. If you're homeschooled, this will be extra helpful for you to print off papers and things like that. And just like if you're not homeschooled, this would be good to help you like study papers. The next thing we have is an iPad. I have an iPad myself, and it helps with jotting down notes and different things like that. The next thing we have is AirPods. A lot of people kind of hold these off because a lot of people don't think that they're worth the money and stuff, but I honestly think they're worth the money. I have some myself. Obviously, I have the Apple ones. Here's my case right here. I have the Apple AirPods, and I really do recommend them. They're not something that everybody thinks about getting like right away, but if you don't have an idea for an expensive gift this year, then I definitely recommend AirPods. The next thing I want to recommend is a Kindle. My dad has one of these, and if you're a big reader like my family, personally I love a good paper book myself, but also a Kindle is very good. If you just get like the Amazon Kindle subscription, it's perfect. So the next category we're getting into is room decor. So the first thing I have is a candle or wax burner. Nobody can go wrong with a candle or wax burner. It makes your room smell great, and obviously we know what a candle and a wax burner does. So the next thing I have is a heated blanket. A lot of people enjoy these. I don't really think that I would personally get one myself because I am a very hot-natured person. Like my body is always hot. Probably because I keep a jacket on, but yeah, so I would recommend getting a heated blanket if you think that that's something you need. So the next thing we have is a throw blanket. I really think that throw blankets are a good thing for like at the end of your bed, or just to kind of have for like a desk chair, just in case you get cold, can like pull it off and put it on. I think the throw blankets are really good to like have, and I obviously put these on my Christmas list like every year, just some type of throw blanket. The next thing I have is a throw pillow. They're just kind of like the tiny pillows that you put on your bed, like these, like small pillows. So I definitely recommend getting a throw pillow. The next thing we have is a beanbag. I really think that beanbags could be conservative. Like some people like them, some people don't. Personally, I don't think I would get a beanbag. I would get the next thing on the list, which is I'm gonna tell you in a second, but I wouldn't get a beanbag just because I have like fears of them breaking and like spilling everywhere. But beanbags are really comfortable too, so I put beanbags on here because I think that some people would actually enjoy getting these. So this is what I would get. I would get a hanging chair. These are kind of expensive. They're like $60 to $70 more, depending on which one you get. But hanging chairs are super neat. Just make sure you put them in your ceiling correctly. But hanging chairs are super neat, and I definitely recommend them. The next thing I have is a new bed set. I definitely need one of these. My bed set is whack. Not this one, obviously this one's like super nice, but this is the one at my grandma's house. But I really do recommend a new bed set if you don't have anything else that you can think of to put on your Christmas list. The next thing I have is hanging / fake plants. These are just going to be something cute to decorate your room. Definitely recommend. And the last thing I have for room decor is rugs. This is also contradictual for some people, or however you say that word. I don't know how to say that word. Anyways, but some people like rugs, some people don't. It's just, it depends. Okay, so the next category is clothes, and this is like my favorite category. So I don't have a lot of things on here because obviously a lot of people have different opinions about clothes. So I just put a few things that I top 10 recommend. So the first thing I have is silk pajamas. It's really good for your skin to be wearing silk. I only have one set of silk pajamas, but it's really good and healthy for you to wear silk pajamas because the material is better than like cotton or wool or anything like that. The next thing I have is hoodies. A lot of people, like obviously hoodies are like a big thing, but a lot of people don't think about putting hoodies on their Christmas list. It's something that I forget to do every year, but I remembered this year, and it's definitely something that is on my Christmas list. Any type of hoodie, like Adidas is a good brand, Nike's a good brand. Those are like my top two, so I don't really know. Also, I have a Hollister hoodie, and I love it to death, but also I want to add jackets to that. This is one of my favorite jackets. I'm not really sure which brand this is, but it's a really nice wool jacket, and I absolutely love these. So the next thing that we have is skirts. I think skirts are super cute. You just have to get the right brand, and you just have to know how to style them. I would look up outfit inspiration with skirts, maybe on Pinterest. They can definitely show you some good things. The next thing I have is Love Shack Fancy Clothes. Love Shack Fancy is a website. Maybe they have stores too, but I've looked on their websites before, and I absolutely love their clothes. I think my cousin has ordered from them before, and I've worn some of her clothes, but I love this brand so much. The next thing I have is Amazon Essential Clothes. I don't think a lot of people think to order clothes off of Amazon unless it just kind of pops up on stuff you may like, but Amazon Essential Clothes are like super cute. Like they have a few cute things. I'll find some things and put them on the screen up here, but they have some really cute stuff on Amazon Essentials. So the next thing we have is Brandy Melville sweat shorts. Here's a picture of their sweat shorts. They're super cute, and you can wear them out or wear them in. They work for anything. The next thing we have is the From Under tanks from Urban Outfitters. They're super cute. They're a little bit shorter, so I'm not sure if a lot of people would actually like enjoy wearing these, but I think they're super cute, and they would definitely work with the Brandy Melville sweat shorts. So the last thing I have for the clothes is merch from different influencers. I know that on my list I definitely have the Sternulo triplets merch on my list because I absolutely love them, and I really hope that I get that this year. But yeah, that's definitely on my list. So the next category we have is shoes. I only have 3 different shoes on here, so yeah. The first brand of shoes that I have is Uggs, preferably the slippers. UGG slippers are something that are definitely on my list, but not this year. I want them maybe like next year, but this year I already have like a ton of expensive stuff on my list, and UGG slippers are just like another $60 that are added. So they're not on my list this year, but they're definitely on my list of things that I want in the future. The next thing I have is platform Converse. Those are on my list this year. They're around $60 for the kind that I'm getting. I wear a size 9 in women's, and I'm getting the white platform Converse, or I hope I get the white platform Converse, but those are definitely on my list this year. The next thing we have, these are like kind of mutual for everybody. Like some people like them, some people don't. We have Golden Gooses. I think that they can be cute in some circumstances. It depends on the color that you get, but I think some Golden Gooses are actually really cute. Like the white ones with the gold on them, super cute, but they're super expensive, so just kind of depends on, you know, what you think. The next category that we have is beauty, and I have a pretty good bit of things on here. So one of my hairs was like all up in my mouth. Okay, so the first thing that we have is whitening strips. They're definitely on my list this year. I don't usually use stuff like that because I plan to go into dental when I'm older, so I've read into it a lot. Whitening strips are really good for your teeth, but it just depends on what brand you get. So I'm really looking into this before I, you know, buy any. So you should look into it too. I'm sorry that I haven't had the time to really look into this and like put preferred brands on here for you guys, but yeah, just look into it before you buy any kind of whitening strip. The next thing we have is any e.l.f. makeup. e.l.f. makeup brand is so good. I love their foundations and their concealers, and it just, I mean, obviously a lot of people are kind of hesitant about buying different makeups, but I definitely recommend the e.l.f. brand. The next thing we have is skincare, preferably CeraVe. I think CeraVe is the best skincare that I have had, and I absolutely love it. And I have one pimple right now, and it's not even really a pimple anymore. I kind of popped it, but now it's like a scar. But this is like the first pimple I've had in like 2 years because of CeraVe. So the next thing I recommend is Starface patches. I've never had any of my own, but I've used my friend has gave me a little sheet of them before. Like they usually come in like a sheet of 4, and then I used them and they cleared my pimples in like 2 days, so I definitely recommend them. The next thing we have is any Rare Beauty products. Their makeup is really good, like their blushes and their highlighters, their liquid blushes mainly. I love their liquid blushes, but yeah, so definitely recommend this. So the next thing we have is Dior lip oil. I've never had it myself, but it's going like it was really popular a couple months ago, and it still is pretty popular. Like it's not as seen on TikTok anymore, but it's definitely running out of stores really quickly, and a lot of people recommend it. So it's not on my list this year because I don't really use lip oils, but it's another thing that I thought I would put on here. So the next thing that we have is any hair straightener, hair crimper, or hair curler. I think that I definitely need a hair crimper, but it's not on my list because I don't think I want to get it this year. I'll probably get it for my birthday or something, but I definitely need a hair crimper because, as you can see, like this is my natural hair right here. It's like wavy, but when I braid it, it gets like way wavier, and I love it when I braid it. But my hands hurt so much because my hair is so thick. I have to get like the smallest sections ever. So any hair crimper, straightener, or curler, definitely recommend. The next thing we have is the Dyson Airwrap set. I've heard really good things about it, and it's definitely something that I want to get in the future, but it's not something on my Christmas list this year. So the next thing we have is anything, mainly perfume, but Solo de Janeiro. I love the smell of 68, I think. It's like a vanilla coconutty smell. It's so good. So the next thing I have is Victoria's Secret perfume. One of my favorite perfumes is actually from Victoria's Secret. It's Coral Sky. I'll see if I can find it and put it over here. But I've looked on Amazon. It's not on Amazon, so I'm probably gonna go into stores and look for it. But I definitely recommend Victoria's Secret perfume. Okay, so the next thing we have is Glossier lip balm. I really think that, like, I've never had Glossier lip balm, but they have like a ton of different like flavors, and I think that like I might actually get this for a stocking stuffer this year because the Glossier lip balm looks immaculate, and I've heard a lot of good reviews on it. So yeah, I definitely recommend putting this on your list. Okay, so now we're getting into the last category, and the last category is just like extra things that I didn't put under any sort of category. So the first thing we have under extras is a ring light. I definitely recommend ring lights. I don't have one myself, and like I said, I'm at my Nana's house, so I don't have anything with me, but I have a book light. So that is what I'm using right now, is a book light, and it's actually working pretty well. So the next thing we have under extra is a Kendra Scott necklace. These are pretty expensive. They're like $60 each, but they're super cute. I definitely recommend them. So the next thing that we have is any type of books. If you're a big book person, my aunt is definitely a big book person. But if you're a big book person, then books is something super good to put on your list, obviously. So the next thing we have is blue light glasses. Before I had to get real glasses, I had blue light glasses. And blue light glasses, if you don't know what they are, they basically are, if you're like watching TV or watching your phone super close to you, you put the blue light glasses on. They're supposed to shield your eyes from the harsh lighting. So blue light glasses are really good, and I got mine. I got a set of 3 off of Amazon. So yeah. So the next thing we have is a Stanley Cup. Me and my dad and my whole family, we are planning to get Stanley Cups ourselves because they're super durable and they're super big. Like the 40 ounces are like good enough for everybody in my family. And so we plan on getting them, even though they're like really expensive. They're like $70. So the next thing is a Lululemon backpack. The Lululemon backpacks are super big. My aunt has one, and not this aunt, so I can't show you guys, sorry. But my aunt has one, and I definitely recommend them. They're super big and super durable. She's had hers for about 3 years already, and it has lasted, so I definitely recommend. So the next thing we have is gift cards. Obviously, if you're gonna ask for gift cards, make sure you let them know what stores you like. For the past 2 years, I have got Ulta gift cards, and like I love Ulta. So the next thing that we have is Georgiana jewelry. I think that's how you say it. It's either Georgiana or Georgina. No, it's Georgiana. Georgiana jewelry. They have super cute necklaces and stuff like that. So there's like top tier. So I definitely recommend. The next thing we have is silk scrunchies. I have a silk scrunchie on right now. They're super good for your hair, and they don't like tear it out like hair ties do, even though I'm wearing a hair tie, but it's like not as bad as hair ties. And also like silk hair ties are really good also. So the next thing that we have is purses. Any type of bag. I say like Michael Kors is really good. I have 2 Michael Kors bags. Just anything like that. I feel like purses are definitely something good to ask for each year. The next thing that we have is any type of subscriptions, like a gym membership, a Spotify subscription, a Netflix subscription, Hulu, Amazon, or Apple Music. So the final thing that we have is any type of stationery, notebooks, pens, markers, colored pencils, what are these things called? Post-its, just staples, the little clip things like paper clips, just anything like that. I feel like that's definitely something good to add to your Christmas list because you never know when you're going to need something like that, and obviously if you're very crafty, then that's definitely something good to add to your Christmas list. So that was my final item. That was 50 items that I think teenagers should have on their Christmas list, and like half of those are stuff that I would actually add to my list this year that I contemplate. So I definitely recommend adding stuff like this to your Christmas list, and I really hope that this video was helpful to you guys. If you're new and you've never seen my channel, which obviously a lot of you haven't, make sure you go follow my TikTok and Instagram. I'll put the handles right here, and I'll also put them in the description down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed, and I also really hope this list was very helpful to you guys. And yeah, just subscribe, like, and comment if you have any more Christmas list ideas for teens. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a nice day. Bye, loves. I want to thank you guys so much for what?